All right, this is North Shore Silver and Gold. You guys are sellers and traders of gold and silver?
That's correct.
All right, it's hot right now, right? Gold and silver, everyone's trying to buy right now. The prices are good, or?
It's great to buy, and the prices haven't been this low for the past 3 years. This is.
Now, what does it mean that the prices are so low? Is that an indicator of anything, or?
It means that whoever has competitive money doesn't want you buying it because they keep printing theirs.
Yes.
This one has to be mined.
Yes.
And so you can't print it to infinity.
Right. Now, I heard China and several other countries are really stocking up on gold because they want to make their currency backed by gold.
That's right.
Because there's been too much shenanigans worldwide with the rigging of the markets, and the only real safe bet against that is gold and silver and precious metals. Now, the United States the dollar used to be backed by a silver note, right?
Up until 1964, correct.
And that was what, the Federal Reserve Act or something? Or?
It was just backed by precious metal. That was according to the Bretton Woods Accord.
Okay, and now it's not backed by anything except debt, right?
That's correct.
Every single US dollar, even before it's given to the government, has debt attached to it. So pretty much everyone is just walking around with IOUs of paper debt.
When you buy something on credit card, the money's created out of nothing. And at that moment, they charge you 24% interest on money they created out of nothing. Why do you think the banks have the biggest buildings on the planet?
Yes.
It's now because, and when you deposit money in the bank, you can only deposit money in the bank if you put it in a safety deposit box. What you're doing is you're lending the bank money, and it's unsecured. You're lending them money.
Yeah.
And when it's time to pay you back, they can choose not to pay you because
well, look what's happening in Greece right now.
Exactly.
People can't even take money out, or their safety deposit box are being raided and stuff. When people buy gold and silver, where do you suggest they store it? At home, right? You should never store it in a safety deposit box because that's not even safe, right?
That's correct. The number one thing you should do is buy a safe and put the safe in the closet, and don't bolt it to the ground, and fill it up with bricks. Then what you do is you find an old paint can, take the paint out, dry it out, put your silver in it, put it at the bottom of the rest of your paint can. Because if you ever show up on the pirate ship and you finally drag that treasure chest off the ship, the last thing you're going to do is go back on the ship looking for hidden treasures. You already have a treasure chest. Why would you go look for anything else?
Yeah.
Have them look over here and then hide your stuff over there.
Okay. Now, if someone thinks that there's going to be an economic collapse, or they just want to have silver and gold to barter with, like they're stocking up on ammunition, they're stocking up on gasoline, they have food, and now that they want to stock up on gold and silver, and if the economy collapses where paper money's not worth anything and people have to trade in either barter items or gold and silver, what are like a slice of a loaf of bread or ammunition, what are the different sizes that you would suggest for trading?
Well, the first thing I recommend when people call us at northshoregoldandsilver.com is don't buy precious metal. That's my first recommendation. Before you buy precious metal, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go get a small wood stove. They're $80 at the hardware store, and a little pipe you can stick through the wall. If you can heat your house, that's the number one priority.
Okay.
Number two priority is fluoride-free water. Fluoride was first put in water in concentration camps to make people docile. You want water. That's your number two priority. If it's minus 40 or minus 30 or minus 20 outside, before you get thirsty, you're gonna have a really bad day. So heat your place first, get some water. Then rice. Rice and pasta, it's an easy dry food, it lasts. I have hundreds and hundreds of pounds of this stuff for the past 15 years. We're still eating it, it doesn't go bad. And you can trade rice. A cup of rice you could trade for the jewelry off someone. So that's an easy one. You can eat it and you could store it. And these two things, water and food, it's loved because it's the most valuable thing. It's cheap, but it's valuable. This is expensive, but it's not valuable. This is valuable because you get to eat it and you get to drink it. The next thing you need is with your neighbors, you can give them seeds. You can give them the seeds. You can give them a chance for a new life and grow your own food that's not full of GMO. So give them heirloom seeds. Those seeds will produce a plant that will give you more seeds. And then after that, well, we know why we need ammo and why we need silver at that point. But get these things first, then you can get these things next.
Wow.
If you're in a big city, like New York City, if you're in a big city like Toronto and you need to get out, take this pile, put it up here. Change this for warm clothes and move this here and you'll need the ammo, you'll need the shelter, and you'll need the warmth and you'll need the water. Those are the important things. Only because you're in a big city and you need to get out.
Wow, an actual honest guy who's trying to tell you the truth before he gets you to buy what he's selling. That's rare.
When we all look into the truth, we all come to the same conclusion. That's why it's the truth.
Absolutely. So you're North Shore goldandsilver.com.
Correct.
Is it?
Yes.
And they can just go to your website, and you have all different types of gold and silver that they can order.
Yep. And you can buy anonymously, and we keep no records of the sales.
Oh, excellent.
We delete all records of sales after 60 days, so we don't know what you bought 60 days in the future or 60 days in the past. We have no record. Everything's deleted, everything's burnt and purged. We don't want anyone ever coming to us and finding out who you are.
Okay. And free shipping on orders over $3,000. How much is an ounce of silver or an ounce of gold from you guys?
An ounce of silver varies second by second. Right now it's $21.50. Gold you can buy for about $1,500.
Okay. Now, if someone wants to trade, if someone wants to buy gold or silver to trade basic stuff with, is there a certain size or weight that you would suggest that they buy a lot of?
I would suggest you go with small units, like 1 ounce.
1 ounce?
Some people like to buy little tiny grams, little tiny bars, but it's not worth it. When it's time to do a trade, instead of worrying about buying a day's worth of food, just go buy a month's worth of food. Give them an ounce and buy a month, and then you don't have to go back to town.
Yes.
But the problem is, if you buy a 100-ounce bar, instead of having a chance to getting rid of your bar to 1,000 people, now you're stuck trying to find one person who wants to buy your bar. And you're stuck with this one bar. This you can hide all over the place. They'll never find all of this. So that's why I recommend it. And on top of that, when the price goes up on silver and you have to get rid of this, it might be recorded somewhere. You might be reported that you just got $20,000 for it.
Yeah.
So it'd be much better to have small units, and I personally no longer have. That's the only 100-ounce bar I personally have at this point, because it's just not worth it.
Okay. That sounds good. That sounds like some good advice. After they go to your website, are you available through a phone number if they want to talk to you? Because you sound like...
we have a toll-free number. It's 1-888-666-7338, or they can shop online at northshoregoldandsilver.com.
All right, great. Sounds good, guys. Thank you.
You're welcome.